Hello there everyone, it is Carol. Little bit of a different kind of video just for today. At the beginning of the week I had a letter from the hospital to say that one of the problems that I've got has resurfaced again and I need to address it and all the rest of it. And it just made me feel a bit, you know, and I haven't felt like doing any what I would call, in inverted commas, proper work. And I got to thinking about, you know, there's so many of us out there at the moment that have lost our mojo for all sorts of different reasons, whether it be COVID, whether it be being locked up at home, whether it be now having to teach the kids at home, their schooling stuff, whether it be politics, you know, there's all of that stuff that's going on in the world right now, and it's affecting us all in so many different ways, and sometimes to the point where going to do any craft work is just too much for your brain to contemplate, too much to like even think to yourself, you know, I can't even get to my craft room, I can't focus on anything, I just want to sit and vegetate, or I'm too tired, I just want to sit and put my feet up. And I'm in that area a little bit at the moment, so I thought, do you know what, I still want to do some craft, but I don't want to do any work craft. And I've got this pile, in fact it's a bigger pile than this, trust me. this is a small pile to what I have got. So I thought, you know, I want to do something, but I don't want to do something that's going to take a lot of thinking about. So I've been getting my books out and my magazines out, and I've been ripping out pages of pictures and things that I like. And I want to put them in a semblance of order, because trying to keep them in a pile like this isn't going to be any good for me for when I actually come round to making anything for a journal. So if you're a member of the Facebook group, you will know that, and this is only the drawer part. I've got these new shoe boxes, cardboard shoe boxes, that have got an acetate window in the front of the drawer. And I thought, oh, actually, this would be ideal to store a lot of this stuff in, but it needs sorting out. And so, as you know, I like the plastic wallets, because if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I put my tea and my coffee dyed papers in them, and I've got some smaller ones as well. Now, it doesn't have to be plastic wallets, it could be envelopes or whatever it is that you've got to hand. I just happen to have a lot of these A5 plastic wallets, and so what I've done is I've split them into categories. So birds in this one, crockery, you know, Carol having a brew or several with all those cups stacked up, seaside, so this is going to be handy for when the summer comes around. Words, always handy. In the home, so that's all stuff to do within the home. Fashion, and in fact I can show you actually. I did actually start playing with these at one point, so I started doing a bit of collaging with them. So there was that one, and then there was this one, and it says, oh blimey, can I read that? You have to dig deep to really get to know yourself, which is very true. And I just stuck it onto the backs of pieces of card. So I did actually start to play with some of these things. But the main thing that I wanted to talk about today, and it's not going to be a long video, and I'm not going to show you how to make stuff up. It's just to talk about getting a bit of the old mojo back. Oh, hang on. Come on, love. Go back in. Squashing that lady. You know, and it's the sort of thing that you can do whilst you're watching a film. So you're still crafting as such, but not, you know, into making completed items. And the thing is, as you start to go through some of these images and things, you start to think, oh, actually, that would look good in a journal as a so-and-so. So these are some of the images that I've collected, some of the pictures and what have you. And eventually, once I've sorted them all out, I will come back and do a video with you of how I'm going to utilise some of these images. But let me just move this lot out the way. Hang on. Move them. Excuse my creaky chair. Okay, so I'd got this pile already cut out. So I've just sort of pulled them out of magazines and cut them out and stuff. And forget this one. So I've also actually fussy cut around some of them. So you could one night just go through some of your books and magazines and just tear out the sheets of paper, the images that you like, and collect them together all in a separate pile. And then you can go through them and individually pick out, you know, different images. And, you know, the butterflies you could then sit and fussy cut another night. But the task in hand for me is to start to sort through. I love this. I love if that don't make you chuckle, if you're feeling blue and that don't make you chuckle, and this one, I love this one as well. The grasshopper scratching his head. Brilliant. But you know, there's some real beautiful images out there, and I love this one. Look, for a secret garden type of journal. But as you start to go through these, the colours bring you joy as well. But as you look at the images, you'll start to think, oh, that would look lovely on an envelope. Oh, that would look lovely as a little notebook. Oh, that would look lovely if I do a garden journal. You know, so it kind of spurs you on a bit as well. So it was basically just to come along and say, if you're feeling a bit blue, if you've lost your way a little bit, if your get up and go has got up and gone, if you've lost your mojo and you're not quite sure what you want to do, although you know that you want to do something, maybe this is a little project that you can set yourself of collecting all these bits and pieces, sorting through them, cutting them out. So rip out the pages first, put them into categories, and then start to go through and fussy cut them out, and then start to look at them in terms of what could I make with these particular things. And not everything's going to speak to you straight away, but at least if you've sorted them out into your categories, it means that when you come to do a journal or make some ephemera on a specific subject, then you know you can go straight to it, can't you? So if I wanted to do one on birds, I've got loads of stuff in this pouch that is to do with birds. So it just makes it a lot easier to find, rather than having to search through all these different pages and images. And it also helps with the decluttering as well, because if you can condense from having, say, 10 magazines to a pile of pictures that you know that you like and that you can utilise, you could do some lovely collaging with them, and it gets rid of that massive bulk of books and magazines that have been hanging around waiting for you to sort through for ages. So don't lose hope. There is still crafting that can be done, and that you can find inspiration within. So it was just really me coming along to say, you can do it, girl. Or boy. You can do it, you know. There's always a little bit of something that you can do that will spur you on. And I'll come back another time once I've sorted this lot out. Not sure when. And we'll do some collaging and make some ephemera up with some of these images that I've got. So hopefully that will then spur you on to be a bit more creative as well. Okay, take care of yourself. Thank you very much for popping by, and know that you're not on your own. All right, see you again really soon. Bye for now.